What's going on, Snow?
Not much.
That's an understatement.
Another fucking week?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to say anymore sometimes, except for that I'm just so fucking pissed all the time.
I just want to start off like this. We didn't get a chance to talk about last weekend. I've been a NASCAR fan forever, right?
Yeah.
Correct? Okay. I'll give you a little bit of a backstory here. It's 1979. They did the first live Daytona 500. So I remember watching it. And the guy calling the race was this guy named Ken Squire, a very famous announcer. Okay. And so that's what got me into racing. Now, Ken Squire was from Vermont, and he owned the track in my hometown. And my mom was on the board of selectmen in Milton, Vermont, where Catamount Speedway was. So I got to meet Ken Squire, when I was really young, and got to meet a lot of the drivers at the tracks. My mom would go to the track on the weekends. And I became a fan of racing at a very young age. And 1979 was also the year Dale Earnhardt came up. Mm-hmm. And Dale Earnhardt was always the bad guy to whoever my favorite driver was, whether it be Richard Petty, Darrell Waltrip, and Rusty Wallace. So I was always rooting against Dale Earnhardt, except in the last few years, because you began to appreciate what he did on the track. At the same time, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was coming up. And I became a fan of Dale Earnhardt Jr. because I sort of felt like I missed out on being a fan of Dale Earnhardt. So now I'm a Dale Jr. fan, my favorite driver. And along comes Kyle Busch, who's from Las Vegas, the younger brother of Kurt Busch. And Kyle Busch comes in, so much talent as a race car driver. Like you've never seen the type of talent that this kid had at a very young age. But he would always get into skirmishes with Dale Jr. He would wreck. I remember this one race in Richmond that he just wrecked Dale Jr. on the last lap to win the race. And I did not like Kyle. He was so arrogant. And he would just win all the time. But it was good because he would always root for whoever was running against him. And much like Dale Earnhardt, I didn't become a Kyle Busch fan until the last few years when he wasn't winning as much. He was struggling some. And you also realize, wow, that's an immense talent. And I'd like to really see him win some more races. Unfortunately, he got pneumonia.
Oh, shit.
He was racing for a few weeks and wasn't feeling good. And then he got sepsis from the pneumonia, and within a day, he was gone.
How old was he?
41 years old.
Oh, wow.
And
Jeez.
he leaves behind, an 11-year-old son and like a 4 or 5-year-old daughter and his wife. And it's just really sad because over 20 some odd years, you're watching this guy every week, and sometimes you loved him, sometimes you hated him. And I know people say, like when a celebrity passes, oh, well, you didn't really know him. Why does that affect you so much? Like much like Chester Bennington or Ozzy Osbourne, Eddie Van Halen, Prince, Tom Petty for you. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, because this person was a big part of my life for many, many years. And it's just another reason why fucking this year just sucks.
Yeah, that's sad.
And it sucks for many reasons. But let's get into a little local stuff on why it sucks so much here. And why like Lewis Black would tell us to run, get out.
Do we have enough time?
Yeah, we have as much time as we want. It's our show.
No, I mean, but you said name the reasons in why this sucks here. I mean,
well, we'll start off on one.
It's gonna take some time.
One particular thing, like almost everybody loves dogs, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, well, tell me what you saw next door that pissed you off this week. You know, fucking people bitching about, you know, a missing dog.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was, yeah. So somebody had lost their dog. Like the dog got out of the yard or something, got out of the fence. So the neighborhood in which they live in a HOA. And they were putting up signs for like a $500 reward for their dog. It's a cute dog, and somebody probably stole the dog. Somebody probably found it and didn't give it back.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking happened, especially when you have because it looked like it was like a schnauzer or something. So, yeah, but the people who live in the neighborhood, not all of them, because they were making comments that it was bullshit too, but they reported the family to the HOA, and the family got the warning that they needed to take their signs down for their missing dog.
Isn't that a piece of shit on the HOA, though?
Yeah, but this town is a piece of shit. I mean, I mean, sure, there's some good people, but I'm just like, what in the fuck is the matter with people?
Yeah, it's a missing dog. You want your dog back. It's like a missing family member.
Well, and somebody made the argument too. Then why is the trash political signs allowed to be up everywhere? Why are those allowed to be up?
Yeah.
Why are you allowed to have fucking Trump signs in your fucking yard? That has nothing to do with Kingman or that fucking HOA, now does it? Trump don't live here. That dog lives here. It's like, go fuck yourself. I'm just so tired of the garbage fucking people here.
Yeah, I mean, who sees a missing dog sign and gets mad about that and reports it?
Instantly, it triggers you that you've got to go tell. You've got to go tell. You couldn't just be an anonymous asshole and I don't know, even remove the signs and throw them in the garbage. I mean, no, you had to go tell on the family.
Yeah, so they could get fined or something like that when they're already, stressed out about their dog.
I don't know if that the guy said that they got fined, but they had to go through the neighborhood and take all the signs down or they would be fined.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The threat of being fined when you're missing your dog. That's
right. And it's like, well, how do you expect them to try to find this dog then? Like what?
Yeah. I don't know why. And maybe it's like this all over. I mean, because it's been quite a while since either one of us have lived anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But why does everything seem so difficult in this town? I mean, getting good service is difficult. As
oh,
we ran into
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. And we won't mention the restaurant because the reason why I don't want to mention the restaurant is because it's more than just this fucking restaurant, okay? It's damn near any time I go anywhere in this town. I don't know what the fucking problem is. It's not like they're busy like a big city. When we first got there, they weren't busy at all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have called them busy. There were tons of open tables, okay? Now, there was going to be bands there playing later at night, so eventually it got more and more busy. But it's like, hire some more fucking people then.
Yeah. And this goes on so many levels. It goes from service. It goes to we've been doing this podcast for quite a while. This is our 350th episode. Going on 6 years next month. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride.
And we've got some pretty decent guests, right?
Mm-hmm.
On it. And it's usually not that difficult. Okay? It's usually not. It's usually a couple emails. They say, yeah, I'll do the show. You confirm a time, and then you follow up, a few days beforehand. Okay, cool on this time. What are we going to talk about? Stuff like that. Just really basic really easy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets so crazy that somebody, I've told you the story about, I got a call of somebody who's very famous in the 70s. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Reached out to me to do the show, and I was having phone conversations with this person going, Snow, this is surreal. I'm talking to this person.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about stuff that we can't talk about on the show, And I thought,
Right.
I was like, wow, this is very cool. Very cool. This person's showing me some respect.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to word this very carefully. There's candidates who run for office, and we want to get them on because we want to see the Democrats succeed. It'd be really tough here to win. But we offer a platform where we can get their message out. We offer a platform and a door to potentially reach other people who have much bigger shows than us to possibly get them on their shows, because they're known for having candidates on their shows, especially in red areas.
And especially in a red area in which one with our notorious representative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but, and that's all we'll say on it.
Like, especially that, because
but
there's bigger platforms that always talk about the candidate, or not the candidate, I'm sorry, the representative from our area.
Yeah, and I've been working on, I was working on this interview for a very long time.
Yeah, so much so that I was getting sick and tired of hearing the fucking runaround from said person that we invited to come on.
Yeah, and it got down to 10 days before the scheduled show, which we had a busy weekend. The weekend we were supposed to have this person on, and they didn't respond to the Zoom link and confirm the time. And finally, as it was getting closer and we had other people that we wanted to talk to that weekend, I just canceled the interview.
And to be fair, it was a lot of push from me, because I'm not putting up with people like that anymore. I don't put up with that in my personal life. I'm not going to put up with you to us. How many times was it? About like 6 times that they kept fucking off with the whole not answering back, doing bullshit fucking runaround.
And it got to the point where you said, well, I'm not even going to do it. You do it yourself.
I'm like, you can do it with them. I'm done. I'm not going to, because I won't be able to be nice. I will not be able to keep my fucking mouth shut. I know that about myself. I have very little patience for that fucking level of just blatant disrespect. When you don't fucking answer someone, just say no. Just say no. We don't want to sit there and keep bothering you and begging you to come on. We don't give a fuck.
Or even more, there are several people that I've reached out to do the show that never respond. And I don't care. I don't care about that, because they're not jerking me around.
Or they just say no. We've had a couple where they're like, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah, and that's fine. Do
that.
And people like Signorelli took a long time to get back to me, but when he did, he was very nice, and he sent me a very nice email afterwards on it. And there's times where friends of the show take a while to get back to me because they're busy, and I understand that, but they always get back to me.
They're not being rude. No. They're not intentionally being rude. This, I feel like, is intentional rudeness when it's happened 6 fucking times.
Yeah.
Just being strung along.
The frustration was, it was just disrespect to you, major disrespect to me, because I'm the one that's putting up with this shit. But even other events in this area where you would love to promote these events because you want to see them succeed, and you talk to them, you reach out to them, hey, we can promote you. Our podcast has grown over the last 6 years. We're not necessarily nobodies. We're not a big podcast. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But you reach out to an event last year, and we didn't got a bit of a runaround, so we just didn't go to the event like in the capacity we usually do. And this year, I didn't even bother, and it's almost sad to go to the event and see like what. Not saying because of us, it would have been huge, but
No.
if you go out and do the work, and with this candidate, you go out and do the work. If you do the work, you got to promote yourself. And, doing this show, I do know that I need to get out and I need to promote this show after record it and put it out there. We just can't put it out there and be like, hey, I hope it lands. It's not how it works. And the frustration around here is it seems like everything around here is just so difficult to accomplish when it shouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't understand. I mean, hey, it's on them. When we've experienced how lazy you are at running your campaign, it kind of seems like you're really wasting your time. I mean, and your effort. And I don't understand why someone would want to do that without being like trying to get their message out as much as possible. If we've learned anything, like, okay, a senator who we really like, Bernie Sanders, always saying the same message all the time. He's been consistent all the time. And does he ever not still sit there and talk about the message, that has become increasingly more popular? I mean, healthcare is a fucking joke in this country, but you have more people now who are in favor of like Medicare for all than we've ever had at any time before, because they actually know about it. And how do they know about it? From the message being repeated over and over and over again.
Right. John Fugelsang thanked us on his show because he goes, what I had to do was I knew conventional media wasn't having me on, so I turned to independent media because independent media is growing. While look at what's happening at CBS. CBS is a shit show. 60 Minutes is a joke at this point.
Well, like all of it too. I mean, so Stephen Colbert recently, his show ended. He's most likely, I mean, the rumors have been he's most likely going to go like the podcast route or another route, right?
He started a YouTube channel.
Okay, or a YouTube channel. But that's the way that things are shifting nowadays. Most people don't watch regular TV anymore. So that's a lot of why, I mean, the numbers on late night have already started going down anyways. Most people will rewatch the clip later, like the next day on YouTube.
That's what I'll do.
Right. They're not sitting there watching the show live. So that's not really getting the ratings. They're getting the likes and whatnot over on YouTube.
The only time that I've sat down and watched The Late Show over the last 10 years was the last 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
the ending. Yeah, same here. And to be fair, look, I actually went in because I don't have regular TV, so I wasn't watching it live. I went in and I watched it off of the Paramount app. That's how I did it. So.
But the point being is those are the only full episodes I've watched in many years.
Yeah, well, the point being is that we're not with like the conventional ways anymore. Like those are kind of dying off now. Yeah. It's more about like the subscription services, and having whatever app you want to get.
Yeah, and they say, the ratings on the Tonight Show are down. Yeah, no shit. There's many more options now than there used to be. But Colbert was still pulling in really good numbers for those last few weeks.
Well, yeah, he was. I mean, I think he's going to do fine. Hopefully he does even better than ever now that he's moved on.
Because the money's his. It's not becoming through CBS.
Right. Yeah, they don't get a cut of it anymore.
Yeah,
so fuck you. Isn't it that it listens? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But I don't know. It's the point. you know, you got to get your name out there. You got to promote yourselves, you know, and hey, whatever. You don't want to do our show? Fine. A lot of people don't want to do our show. That's cool.
Oh, I don't even care though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I mean, I don't even really want to waste any more time talking about them and the whole situation.
This is it. This is it.
Yeah,
It ends
because
here.
it's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, not gonna lose sleep over it. Don't care.
Yeah. I mean, we got other things to talk about, like the Freedom 250 concert that everybody dropped off of.
Well, and we have exciting guests coming up too, so we've got stuff going on.
Although we could probably get a slot at the Freedom 250 show.
Oh God, I'm good to not go.
They'll put us in between Kill Tony and Roseanne.
I'll pass. I'm gonna politely decline.
I think Vanilla Ice is the only one left, which is kind of appropriate.
Yeah, he's always been kind of a loser. Even when he was big, he was kind of like, not that he wasn't popular, but he was still. Isn't he basically a one-hit wonder?
Yeah.
Too.
But do you buy the reason like the artists dropped out was because they didn't realize it was going to be a political event? Because I sort of always thought it's not really about the 250th birthday of America. Really, it's not. It's sucking Trump's dick. I mean, it just gets that vibe, like the UFC event at the White House.
Well, yeah. Why is it on his birthday?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you do it July 4th?
Yeah, isn't that America's birthday? Isn't America's birthday on the 4th? Or am I wrong? Or is America's birthday on Flag Day? Was that when America was born, on Flag Day?
No.
Okay.
Also,
that's why I don't fucking understand this. It is not even about America. It's not about the 250 years of America. This is all about Donald Trump. Because he is so fucking unpopular right now. The only people who like him are a majority of the people here in Kingman. I'll give you that. You're fucking hella popular here. But there's a lot of things that are still really popular here that have kind of like gone by the wayside. I mean, like, no disrespect to ICP, Insane Clown Posse, but there's a lot of juggalos still here. They've kind of died off other places.
Well, you said this on the show a long time ago. Like, seems like we're always like
decades behind,
5 to 10 years behind times.
Yes.
So MAGA is still popular. Hell, in Lake Havasu, I thought Kingman was bad. I think Havasu might be more MAGA than we are.
Probably.
Because they sell Lake Magasu.
Well,
flags.
and they've got like, Havasu's kind of like white trash with money. I mean, they've got money, you know. Kingman, it's like, it's poor here. You know, it's a working poor town. Havasu is a resort town with a lot of conservatives who go and retire there. The majority of
the people that migrated from California because California was too liberal and they had money, so the conservatives kind of go, okay, well, what's an exclusive place in Arizona? And it does seem like Havasu fits that.
Well, and they probably have, for years, they had always been coming to Havasu to go to the lake. I mean, they'd probably already been doing that and being like, why don't we just move there?
Yeah, instead of hauling your boat 200 miles to get to a body of water where you can take your boat out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the one thing that I don't understand. I heard last week, like the lake was packed. And I was like, what, with fuel prices like they are?
Yeah, but those people have money. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I just don't understand, like you were saying with the Lake Magasu flags that they have in the Trump style, the blue flag with the red border and the white writing and what is it, like the stars?
Five stars on
the 5 stars at the bottom. Yeah, saying Lake Magasu. Why in the fuck would you folks in Havasu give that man that much credit? He does not give a fuck about you. Even though I know that you guys think that I'm surprised there aren't tons of them who have gotten the rap on the boat that's like all about Trump. There probably are. There's probably Trump boats out there, right?
Yeah.
The man does not give a flying fuck about you.
Yeah.
I've said this before. He would not piss on you if you were on fire.
I don't think he's been on a boat since that alleged incident on, like, what was it, Lake Michigan? The Epstein files?
Oh, I don't know.
That one?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. If there were opportunities after that for him to like rape underage girls, I'm sure he's been on boats.
Yeah,
he's not going to pass up on that.
Yeah, he probably tuned into MTV when they were doing the spring break down in Havasu back in the day.
Spring break, they're too old though. They're actually, most of them are probably going to be...
I'm saying way back in the day. Remember when MTV did this spring break and it was down on Havasu, on that little...
I know,
deck
but I guess...
Kokomo.
Okay, well, I guess maybe the younger kids went to spring break, but spring break I thought was usually like the college kids.
No, it is college kids. But I'm saying those college kids have now grown up and now they're MAGA. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it'd be about that timeline.
Okay.
It's been that long. You ever see that cheesy remake of Piranha that they did down in Lake Havasu?
Yeah.
I just watched it because Richard Dreyfuss was in it, and I was like, oh yeah, I know that place.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when it came out, people wanted to watch it just because it was filmed in Havasu, so they could be like, oh, I've been there.
Yeah, and fucking getting back to Washington, he wants to build his arch there, and he wants to build his ballroom, and he set up a UFC arena on the back lawn of the White House. He painted the lions outside the Lincoln Memorial. He painted those gold, and it just looks like trash now. And we have millions and billions of dollars for that, but we're going to cut food stamps. I heard something like 60% people of Arizona have been kicked off food stamps.
That has to mean that a lot of people here have then.
Yeah.
In Kingman, because we got a high percentage of folks on assistance. Like I said, it's a working poor town. Not that these people don't work too. They work. Most of them are working people who also need the subsidies in order to just survive and be able to eat. And they're already working. Some of them are working like 2 or 3 jobs.
Yeah, and fucking price of groceries shit this weekend because I had my kids over. I was like, holy shit. I know. It was just me, I don't really notice it, but when I got food for the weekend, I was like, oh, wow.
I know I didn't order my groceries yet, but I have them like in my cart and I kept going through it. And I'm like, this really shouldn't be over $100. Like, I'm not even buying meat because I had already stocked up on meat and whatnot. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this should not be over $100 right now for what I'm getting.
I know. I spent $12 for a pound of, chicken at the deli to use for sandwiches. $12 for chicken.
And I thought chicken didn't really go up yet. Because eggs haven't gone up. They haven't gone back up. But that's why I was like kind of like worried too. Because I'm like, well, what the fuck? Are they just, because I'm like, do you notice how they never really said that they did handle that chicken virus? Remember when they had like the bird flu going on? No, we never heard anything. Once the Trump administration took over, and remember how they'd cut a bunch of shit? Doge went through and whacked out all the fucking programs. I'm like, are they just not telling us and they're not handling the sick birds and they're just selling the fucking shit to us?
It probably is. They probably just took the regulations out and be like, fuck it. Who cares if a bird's sick? It's dead. Process it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how's that? It's very unappetizing when you think about it.
It is.
You're like, great, am I eating infected birds?
Right. Or like the fucking Ebola going on in Africa right now. You think we're getting the full story about what's going on over there?
No, and it's last I had heard is it's fucking getting worse and worse. I mean, it's definitely not getting better. So it's probably only a
Yeah.
matter of time where it.
I heard the doctors and nurses that are going over there are dropping dead too.
Well, because isn't it one of those where you basically shit yourself to death?
I think so, yeah.
Like it's a pretty violent one, and it's like highly contagious.
But we're not gonna know about it.
Well, I guess they already had somebody come here and then they turned them away and made them go to Germany. Because the joke was the joke going around was like, well, they'll probably get better health care if they get sent to Germany, you know, they probably get taken care of better than honestly than here, you know.
Yeah. Well, now it's come out that with the World Cup coming, soccer over the summer, they want to punish blue states by shutting down the international flights going to blue states, and they'll only go through red states. Now, if you know anything about where the large international hubs are, LA, New York, Washington, Philadelphia, Boston.
Why are they allowed to shut down international flights?
Because of security. The Department of Homeland Security, where you check their visas and stuff like that.
Oh, they're trying to say, oh, they might be coming here and trying to stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people are.
Also, it's a fuck you to the economy of blue states is what they're trying to do. Also,
it's like, yeah, because other parts of the world are probably looking at us and being like, God, I can't wait to get to America. Look at how great things are going there.
Well, the World Cup tickets are not selling on the secondary markets and stuff like that. They're selling for pennies on the dollar.
So I'm saying they probably don't even want to go. People probably don't even want to risk coming here.
Yeah.
Well, and not to mention, airfare is probably sky high anyways because of the whole fucking war in Iran right now.
Yeah. So the airlines are already struggling. So yeah, let's fuck with them some more and fucking fuck it. We just won't have air travel anymore in the United States. Become a third world country, which is where it seems like we're going.
It's where we're headed anyways. I mean, not doing anything about deadly viruses,
third world countries, the leader always has like his gold palace and stuff like that.
Exactly. Lives high on the hill while everyone else is like in shacks and shit or on the streets, you know.
Well, they want to make that illegal in Havasu, by the way. Living in camp, homeless.
I'm surprised they don't want to make it in Havasu just legal to just fucking take the homeless out. Knowing Havasu, how they like
the Hunger Games.
How they like to drive around with their fucking AR-15 attached to their fucking Hummers to scare protesters. I'm surprised they're all not pushing whoever, isn't it the fucking sheriff dude running or whatever for something?
Mark Lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Lamb, and there's something like,
I'm surprised he's not coming up with that kind of a fucking lunatic law.
Yeah, and I guess if you're a Sheriff Mark Lamb, you can say the N-word wherever you want to.
Nothing fucking surprises me anymore with these fucking jerk-offs. Nothing.
Yeah, look at Texas. You had John Cornyn, who was kind of just a safe Republican who agreed with Trump 90% of the time, right?
Probably more than 90, probably 99.
But he's a safe bet. He's not absolute batshit crazy.
Right.
He loses to Ken Paxton, who was thrown out of office by his own party, impeached. A guy who lets pedophiles, we're not making this up, lets pedophiles off the hook for 1 day in jail.
Well, Trump probably sees that as good leadership skills. And, he's like, well, fuck yeah. Well, Trump's probably like, well, I'm a fucking pedophile too. I need this guy on my side. He's down with pedophiles.
Yeah, and fucking, you have like a Christian. You have a Christian candidate. Now we want Jasmine Crockett to win the nomination, but James Tallarico, okay, seems decent. Seems a decent enough guy. Seems like he's got good values, Christian values, real Christian values, not this fake Christian fucking bullshit.
That's why they don't like him. That's why their attack ads are like, he's a vegan.
Ooh.
First off, he's not a vegan. He said that he is very, very much a fan of Texas barbecue, always has been, was raised on it, still eats it, blah, blah, blah. They're still going to run with the vegan thing because for some reason they think that that's an insult. Who gives a fuck what someone eats? Who gives a fuck about someone's diet? Seriously, who fucking cares?
Yeah, what are his policies?
I'm so tired of people's idiot fucking comments lately. Just how fucking stupid. I'm like, this is where you're at? This is how fucking dumb you are? What's the other insult they have too? Oh, Texas is running their first transgender candidate. He's clearly a man and is still a man.
And he's got a hot girlfriend.
Yeah, and it's like, how do you think that this is even fucking, first off, it's not funny, because it's not even true. It's like, and how is it even an insult, even if there was? If we do have transgender people in office. Well, who fucking cares? Leave them alone.
Well, what he quoted was something from, I think it was in the Bible, where there was some ancient community that had 6 categories of genders. So 6 genders somehow becomes cisgender, somehow becomes transgender in their fucking pea brains. I don't know how they reach that conclusion. But then you have fucking Nosferatu.
They came up with that because they've never actually read the Bible, so they probably had no idea what Tallarico was talking about when he was talking about the Bible stuff. They probably had no fucking clue of what he meant. So yes, they turned it into that.
Well, and
that's probably what happened.
And he also said, like, God has masculine qualities, God has feminine qualities, God has qualities that embolden all of us.
Excuse me, if God is real, there is no proof on what gender God fucking is in the first place. We don't even know if God is a human form.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, God's not...
Show me the fucking proof. Seriously. Because they'll sit there and try to sit there and say, like, that the reason that Jesus exists is because they've seen the Shroud of Turin or whatever. Show me God exists then. Show me the proof that God is a man too. That God exists in male fucking form. I'll wait.
Yeah. God's not out there doing pull-ups like fucking Pete Hegseth in airports.
I fucking can't with these people.
No, and then you have fucking Stephen Miller coming out and saying, "Oh fuck, you know they're running their first transgender candidate." What have you said? And the Democrat page, or one person on the Democrat page, said, "Shut up, you ugly fuck."
Which is true. That's actually a fact. He is an ugly fuck.
Yeah, you should shut up.
Look at him. Republicans, even Republican women, aside from his wife, because she has to fuck him, would you fuck that guy? There's no way that guy ever fucked anyone else before he actually got his wife. I'm sure he was probably a virgin when he got married. There's no way any other woman let that fucking thing inside of her.
That's
There's no fucking way.
That's a good point, because if you don't get the release, it'll make you angry.
Yeah, I would need to see proof that he actually fucked someone else before he got married and was able to get his wife.
Yeah.
And then his wife sitting there making the comment like, This right here, they don't care what Stephen Miller had to say. They don't, like that. What Stephen Miller had to say actually drums up hate and rhetoric towards the trans community, okay? That's what that does. That we have proof of this. The FBI has tons of fucking investigations that they've had to do on fucking, people harassing trans folks on shit like this, right? Because of hate speech brought on by the fucking radical right. So then what does Miller's wife do? Sitting there saying, like, calling my husband an ugly fuck is the kind of stuff that why we got the White House Correspondents' Dinner, why we got it, like, shot up, the threat of assassination attempt then. That's why they... No. That man that came in there attempting to do an assassination attempt, it wasn't because you guys are ugly. It's not. It has nothing to do with your looks. It's probably has more to do with the fucking corruption in your goddamn administration.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
that's what it is.
And the hateful rhetoric that comes out.
Yeah. The hateful rhetoric. It has nothing to do with how fucking ugly all of you are. And you are all ugly. Yeah, you are fucking ugly fucks.
And then they come out and do that. Fucking Trump was on Fox and he was doing an interview with Lord Trump last night. And he goes, he was just talking about, I call them Democrats. Now, fuck, that's an insult. It's just like, God, I would love to punch you in the face. And he goes, most people don't know that there's a B in dumb. I do. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy.
No, most people do know that there's a B in dumb. Most people do know that.
Well, maybe they told him that when he failed the cognitive test on that question.
God, he's such a moron. It's and it's like, and you're kind of like going with the whole ugly thing. I'm kind of like, yeah, it really is a shame. How are you like this ugly? And also stupid. You should at least be smart if you're this ugly, You really should.
Yeah, I mean, there does have to be some kind of evil genius to Stephen Miller. You know what I mean?
I don't think there is. I think he's just full of hate. I think he's been born that way. I think his parents were probably hateful fucks that taught him how to be a hateful fuck. It's bred into him. I'm sure that when his kids grow up, they're going to be hateful little fucks too.
Yeah.
His wife is a hateful fuck now too. It's just a shame that they're all ugly on the outside and the inside. It's like they're fucking ugly all the way around. There's no redeeming. They're ugly on the outside, the inside, and they're dumb as fuck.
Yeah. Speaking of ugly fucks, did you see Peter Thiel fled to Argentina?
He's ugly too.
He looks like Hitler without the mustache.
Another fucking uggo.
What does he know that we don't know? Because he is sort of
the country's fucked.
That he's the mastermind.
That they fucked up the country, and then they're probably like, "Who cares? We got all this money. We can leave them to fucking rot."
Yeah.
Yeah, and Daddy already fucking gave Argentina a bailout because we have that. Apparently, we have that money lying around too. We don't have money to pay off the debt. Fuck that. But we got money to give it to Argentina.
Yeah, we have money to fly Kid Rock and fucking Apache helicopters all over the place.
Fuck yeah. But we're fucking broke as fuck.
I think that means J.D. Vance is in real trouble, though, if Peter Thiel isn't there to back him up.
Well, it doesn't mean that Daddy Thiel won't still send him money.
Yeah, I mean,
he might still do that.
He can still control things from Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose he'd sell his house in Miami and L.A. or wherever else he lived. But I don't know. And that gets us to New Jersey. There's a ICE detention camp outside of Newark. And over the last week, there was growing protests because I guess there's a hunger strike there because the food has maggots in it. So, and people are denied medical care, and the governor wasn't allowed in to see the conditions, and the protests have grown and grown. The Proud Boys came in, and then there was agitators who allegedly attacked the police. Now, I think the Proud Boys would probably be those agitators.
Probably. Sounds like it's right up their alley.
Yeah, I mean, because they've been known to attack police before.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about the
January
cops.
6th.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
But then, so they created what was a First Amendment zone, which I think was about a mile away from the facility.
What good does that do?
Now, this is to the we the people constitutionalists out there that are on our side. What the fuck is a First Amendment zone? Shouldn't the
entire fucking United States be?
Every inch of it should be a First Amendment zone.
You would think.
How would they feel if Joe Biden put up First Amendment zones? Now, the disturbing thing is...
First off, they wouldn't follow him. They'd fucking start another riot. They'd beat the fuck out of cops, just like that, with the American flag, just like they did on 1/6. They'd probably take shits and smear that all over the place, too. That's what they would do.
But, you know, the disturbing thing about that is it's the governor of New Jersey that's behind all that. And she was supposed to be one of the good ones. I don't understand what's going on there.
I don't know what she's thinking. Like, what? And to have a protest zone a mile away? What good does that do?
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're not allowed to walk around the perimeter of that.
Yeah, and from what I understood, she sent the state police there to protect the protesters, but then the state police turned on the protesters, which of course they were going to do, because face it, the majority of
cops are Proud Boys.
Adjacent. We'll just say adjacent.
Not all of them. There's a lot of good cops.
There's a lot of good cops. We have a lot of good cops here in Kingman.
Yeah, we should say that.
Yeah.
To be clear.
Yeah,
but
yeah. During our protests, the cops are always great to us.
I know. Yeah. But there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of Proud Boys and 1/6 terrorists who were cops who got busted that day. They were actual police officers that went there. So, because above all, they love fucking daddy. They love daddy more than they love themselves, more than they love breathing.
More than their own freedom.
Oh, more than their own more than anything. They love that man for some reason. And he's like, who the fuck are you? Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Hey, fucking just let me grift and let me invest in these.
Would you like to buy some of my gold sneakers?
Would you like to buy my rump watch?
Yeah, would you like to buy any of my merch? You can go here and buy it.
Would you like to buy a Trump phone that's just a repainted fucking
Please make me richer. Make me richer.
Yeah. Fuck, and then you invest in companies and then start a war. You know, and time again. Or as Bill Maher says, he's just wetting his beak a little bit. Just wetting his beak.
That's another fucker that's not even worth my time talking about anymore.
Fuck, dude. It's gotta end sometime, doesn't it?
Oh god.
It's gotta.
Rip the fucking Band-Aid off. Just do it.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking meteor?
Yeah. Well, at least we have this, okay? A little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. It's Pride Month, so we have 30 days of just watching conservatives lose their minds about when is a straight pride month?
Oh, God, I know. I'm going to be triggered for the next 30 days.
Huh? I remember when a rainbow used to mean Kermit the Frog.
When do I get a day? When do I get a day?
Me.
I am the forgotten man.
Yeah.
No.
And you know what? We didn't get to mention this on the show last week. I meant to mention it on the Pride show that I showed you the screenshots of the guy that said, no, white men are the most marginalized group in the United States.
I know. I've heard of them say that. They believe it. They believe that they are oppressed somehow.
Yes. But you know what the fact is? It's because it secretly turns them on. All this gay shit. Time and time again. Those who speak the loudest about being anti-gay
are the ones Crash and Grinder.
During the Charlie Kirk Memorial.
Or the RNC. Or probably any Trump rally.
Time and time again.
Yeah.
Time and time. What was that guy? He was trying to pass the bills down south about transgender care, and it turned out to be he was a real sleazebag.
Which one?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it sounds
they all blend together.
It's a story all too familiar.
Yeah, time and time again, man. And on that note, we'll wrap this up. We've done enough bitching for today.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it's a therapy though. Turn on these fucking mics and just bitch.
Right?
But we do have some good guests coming up, so we can say that.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah. All right, so on that note, we'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.